Listen up, Helldivers. Today we're going to make the class-designated Foxtrot Alpha, or Fire Ant, the Arsonist. To play this class, you're going to need a couple simple things. An orange cape is a must. You're going to need the F561 Dreadnought armor. While your helmet really doesn't matter, I find that this helmet here looks the best. The light gunner helmet kind of ties it all together. And then, of course, an orange cape, the Tide Turner. As for our loadout, we're going to want an Incendiary Breaker and the Incendiary Grenade. Foxtrot Alpha was first assembled by John Carmichael, an arsonist who was caught on Super Earth and tried and convicted. He was given the option to serve life in prison and die a coward, or join the front lines and die a hero. John Carmichael brought his love of fire to the front lines, wielding his trusty flamethrower. You'll also want to equip your Eagle Strike Napalm, a jump pack to keep you alive and a little bit of extra fire, and finally incendiary mines, for if the bugs get a little bit too close and they're not on fire enough. Since John Carmichael knew that he was a dead man anyways, he brought this fire to the front lines and had a reckless disregard for his life. He knew he was going to die on the front lines, and if he somehow made it back home, prison awaited him, so he decided to take as many bugs with him as possible. The Arsonist class obviously focuses on fire, and with the heavy armor allows you to sit right on the front lines and burn everything that you see in front of you. The heavy armor, of course, lets you take a beating. As you can see here, this bug cut me up 3 times, and we continued to live for democracy, and you can spread that freedom fire like no other. It is worth noting that, of course, John Michael had no care for his fellow Helldivers. However, you should. Be aware that the Foxtrot Alpha Arsonist class is prone to friendly fire, and as thus should be avoided when playing with other people who are in close quarters. The Flames of Liberty are indiscriminate in who they burn, but watch as it melts a giant bug to nothingness in a few seconds. Also note how this jump pack saved this Helldiver's life as they jumped over a wall and was able to avoid getting crushed by the giant charger bug. Chargers are the Arsonist's preferred victim as they run close to you and are thus a prime target for the Flames of Democracy. Note how the flamethrower allows you to maneuver under even the largest targets and burn their squishy undersides with ease. However, caution is recommended against this tactic as you are still very tiny and very squishable compared to the Bile Titans. Note how the Incendiary Grenades, Incendiary Mines, and Incendiary Breaker all work together to create an impassable field of fire to the right, so the Helldiver can fight his targets on the left without being worried by being flanked on the sides. It is, of course, worth noting as well that mines do not discriminate against targets. Do not lay them on your landing field or anywhere where your allies may need to run. The Incendiary Breaker is perfect for setting multiple targets on fire at once. It may not have the same firepower as its regular cousin, however, being able to set multiple targets ablaze means that everyone is being tenderized and those kills can be racked up as support by your fellow Helldivers. Note the trigger discipline there, how we were able to avoid setting our allies on fire. Again, we are not the criminal John Carmichael. Our goal is not to set our fellow Hellbreakers on fire. So don your flamethrower and get ready to dance in the fires of hell. Best of luck to you, fellow Helldiver.